Hey everybody, my name is Pritchett. I'm the Youth and Intern Ministry Coordinator here at First English, and I have been asked today to share a time where my faith came alive. For me, as soon as I was asked that, I immediately associated that with times where my faith wavered, times where I honestly felt like my faith was dead, and I didn't know where to go. So I want to share with you all it's times where my faith wavered and the people, places, and experiences that brought me back to God and to my personal relationship with faith. So first off, for my middle schoolers and high schoolers out there, I had a really tough time during middle school and high school. I felt lost. I felt confused with my self-identity. I definitely didn't understand what God was supposed to be or how it worked into my confusing idea of who I was. I was told that I was special, but I didn't feel that way. Luckily, I had incredible youth leaders at the church I went to as a kid. They were able to encourage me to figure out who God was for me, figure out what my personal relationship with God could be, and encourage me that God could be what I needed God to be for me. And that opened me up to learn a lot more about what faith can mean, and had a huge influence on the rest of my life in faith. But then I went to college, and to all my young adults and college students out there, I had no idea what faith was supposed to be in my life. I was not a churchgoer. I did not join campus ministries, but I did go on a lot of hikes. I went to a very beautiful school, and I got to experience a lot of beautiful nature. And I know from talking to a lot of young adults and young people, they see God weekly through beautiful sunsets or rushing waters or national parks or beautiful things in nature. And that's definitely where I saw God the most during that time. But I wasn't satisfied in just saying that I was spiritual and felt God in, places and nature. I wanted to figure out what that meant, and I wanted to put language behind it. So I strived to figure out what that meant. I wanted to harness that feeling and help others feel it too. So I went on to seminary. And seminary, although it's school to become a pastor, I have never felt like my faith wavered more. I was surrounded by people that I didn't feel like I fit in with. I was with a lot of people that understood faith and the complexities of organized religion way more than I did, and it made me feel extremely discouraged on what God could be in my life. But in this time, when my faith was wavering so much, I had pastors, teachers, peers, and family pick me up and encourage me and let me know that regardless of me not feeling like that was the place for me, they still knew that whatever decision I made would be the right one for my personal faith. So I ended up leaving seminary and went and moved to Senegal in West Africa. Talk about not understanding anything. I didn't understand the language. I didn't understand the customs. I didn't understand tradition. I didn't understand what was expected of me. And I definitely didn't understand faith life over there. But one thing in not understanding anything, what that taught me was God is there for everyone, no matter how we approach faith, no matter our environment around us. God's love is everywhere, and it is always there to influence you in whatever way you leave your heart open to it. My faith is always constantly wavering. It's very confusing and it's very difficult, but also there's so many beautiful things that keep my faith alive and continue to remind me how incredible God's love is and how abounding God's kingdom is in the world. So I always try and keep my heart open to the things that keep my faith alive. And I hope you do too. Happy holidays, everybody.